Change your mindset. The first step to avoiding street fights is understanding what you actually have to lose versus what you can possibly gain. The mathematics don't work in your favor. Even if you win the physical confrontation, you can still lose everything that matters. Criminal charges, lawsuits, financial ruin, a criminal record that follows you for life and affects employment, housing, and your future. That's the legal side. Physically, you're risking brain damage from your head hitting concrete, permanent injuries, infections from cuts on dirty pavement, or death. Yeah, death. People die in street fights regularly. One punch, one fall, one wrong angle, and your life is over, or someone else's is. Then there's the social consequence. Your reputation, your family's perception of you, losing your freedom over ego. What do you actually gain if you win? Temporary ego satisfaction? Proving a point to strangers you'll never see again? The respect of people whose opinions shouldn't matter to you? The risk-reward ratio is completely inverted. You're risking your entire future for nothing of value. Walking away isn't weakness. It's intelligence. Strength is controlling your emotions, not being controlled by them. Your ego wants to fight. Your brain should override it. Train yourself to see confrontation as a trap, not a challenge. Long-term thinking beats short-term emotional reactions every single time. Your life trajectory, your career, your family, your freedom, all of that matters more than one moment of anger or disrespect. Avoiding fights isn't about fear. It's about valuing your future more than your pride in the present moment. That mindset shift is the foundation. Without it, nothing else works. Read the environment early. Most street fights are avoidable if you see them coming before they develop. Situational awareness is the foundation. You need to constantly assess your surroundings and identify potential threats before they become immediate. There are high-risk locations you should avoid or move through quickly. Bars after midnight, parking lots, ATMs at night, crowded areas with alcohol, sporting events after games, protests, anywhere tension and intoxication mix. Watch for behavioral red flags, loud aggressive groups, intoxicated individuals, people staring or tracking your movement, territorial posturing, anyone acting unpredictable or erratic. Body language tells you everything before words do. Chest puffing, invasion of personal space, aggressive gestures, removal of jackets or shirts, friends forming a circle around a confrontation. These are all pre-fight indicators. Verbal escalation follows a pattern. Challenges, insults, questions designed to provoke a response, anything that demands you prove yourself or defend your manhood. You have a window of opportunity. From initial tension to physical violence, you typically have 30 to 60 seconds. That's your escape window. If you sense tension building, leave immediately before verbal engagement even begins. Don't wait to see if it develops. Don't stick around to assess the situation further. Exit while you still can. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Your subconscious picks up danger signals before your conscious mind processes them. That uncomfortable feeling in your gut is your brain telling you to leave. The prevention principle is simple. It's easier to avoid entering a dangerous situation than to extract yourself once you're already in it. Awareness isn't paranoia. It's tactical intelligence that keeps you out of unnecessary confrontations entirely. Read the room, read the people, read the energy, and when it shifts, you shift out. Control the conversation. Verbal de-escalation is your primary defense. Most confrontations can be talked down before they become physical, but you have to know how to communicate under pressure. Tone control matters more than your actual words. Keep your voice calm, measured, and non-threatening. Match their volume initially, but lower the intensity gradually. Don't shout back. Don't raise your voice in defiance. That just escalates. Avoid inflammatory language. Never insult, challenge, or threaten. These are ego triggers that guarantee escalation. Use agreement as a strategy. Agree with non-essential points to reduce tension. You're right, my bad, diffuses more situations than defending yourself ever will. Apologize strategically. Even if you're not wrong, apologizing costs you nothing and often ends the confrontation immediately. Your pride isn't worth your safety. Redirect their attention. Change the subject. Offer to buy them a drink. Create a distraction that breaks the confrontational momentum. If you can, use their name. Personalizing the interaction makes violence harder psychologically. They start to see you as a human being, not just a target. Give them an out. Provide a face-saving exit. Let them feel like they won or made their point. It doesn't matter if they're wrong. It doesn't matter if you're right. What matters is ending the situation without violence. Never debate or argue. Logic doesn't work on emotional aggression. Defending yourself verbally often escalates things further because now they have to prove their point physically. The longer you keep it verbal, the better your odds. Police might arrive. Witnesses might appear. They might lose interest or get distracted. Time is on your side as long as it stays verbal. While you're talking, slowly create distance. Position yourself near exits. Never corner yourself. Move toward open space and escape routes while de-escalating. Your mouth is your best weapon for avoiding violence. Pride in being right is worthless compared to staying safe. Swallow your ego. Say what you you need to say to end it, and then leave. Use distance and positioning. Physical spacing is your primary defense tool. Aggression requires proximity. If they can't reach you, they can't hurt you. Maintain the gap. Stay at least 2 arm lengths away from anyone acting aggressive. Never let them close that distance without you backing up to preserve it. If they step forward, you step back, always. Position yourself in open space with clear exit routes. Avoid corners, walls, or enclosed spaces. You want room to move in any direction. Use environmental barriers. Posts, tables, poles, anything physical between you and the aggressor becomes an obstacle that slows them down and gives you time. If there are multiple attackers, position yourself so you can see all threats. Never let people flank or surround you. If they start spreading out, you need to move immediately. Constantly identify your retreat path. Pre-plan your escape route. Where will you move if things escalate? What's the fastest way to safety? What obstacles are between you and the exit? This needs to be automatic. Crowd utilization works in your favor. Move toward people, witnesses, security, open public spaces. Aggressors are less likely to attack when there's an audience and cameras. Never turn your back until you're safe. Back away facing them until you have significant distance or obstacles between you. Turning your back invites a sucker punch or a tackle. Keep your eyes on the threat. Movement itself is de-escalation. Slowly backing up while talking shows non-aggression but maintains your safety. Don't stand your ground. Don't plant your feet. Stay mobile. Most people get hit because they stay within striking range during a verbal confrontation. They think the argument is still just words, so they don't move. That's the mistake. Once verbal tension starts, create distance immediately. Once you decide to leave, move with purpose. Don't hesitate. Don't second guess. Commit to the exit and go. Physical positioning and distance management prevent most fights before the first punch is ever thrown. Space equals safety. Eliminate ego and pride. Your ego is the problem. It will try to convince you that disrespect requires a response. It's lying to you. Social conditioning, especially for men, teaches that backing down equals weakness. That's outdated tribal thinking that gets people killed or imprisoned. The reality is that no one remembers or cares about street confrontations except the people involved. Your reputation isn't actually at stake. You just think it is because your ego is screaming. Why does the opinion of someone you'll never see again matter? It doesn't. Your ego just thinks it does. Real masculinity, real strength, is emotional control and long-term thinking. Fighting over insults is emotional weakness disguised as toughness. Words are just sounds. They have no power unless you give them power. Letting insults slide takes more strength than reacting to them. That's the truth most people never learn. If your friends pressure you to fight, they're not your friends. Real friends protect you from stupid decisions. They pull you out of bad situations. They don't push you into them for entertainment. Cultural mythology glorifies street fights. Movies and media make it look heroic. Real life has concussions, legal bills, permanent injuries, and regret. That's what actually happens. Apologizing when you're not wrong is a tactical choice, not a moral statement. It's strategic intelligence. You're not admitting fault, you're ending a threat. There's a difference. Think long term. In 5 years, will this confrontation matter? No. Will a criminal record matter? Will brain damage matter? Will a lawsuit matter? Yes. Choose accordingly. Pride is temporary emotional satisfaction. Pragmatism is permanent life protection. Your ego is the enemy, not the person threatening you. Master your ego and you master confrontation avoidance. This is the hardest part for most people because it requires killing the voice in your head that says you need to prove something. You don't. You need to survive and move forward with your life intact. That's it. Know when running is right. Running isn't cowardice. It's the most intelligent response to violence when de-escalation fails. Your safety matters more than how you look to strangers. Always choose life over pride. Running doesn't mean panic. It means tactical retreat to safety. There are situations where you should run immediately without attempting to de-escalate first. Weapons visible, multiple attackers, intoxicated aggressor who's not responding to words, enclosed space with no escape routes, no witnesses around. These are all immediate run scenarios. The physical advantages of fleeing are significant. You control the direction, you choose the destination. You break their momentum and force them to chase, which many won't do. Run toward people, lights, businesses, police stations, crowded areas. Never run into isolated or dark locations. That traps you. Run and communicate. Call police while you're moving. Shout for help. Create attention and noise. Attackers reconsider when they realize witnesses are watching and police are coming. Don't look back while running. Checking behind you slows you down and can cause you to trip or run into obstacles. Commit fully to the escape. Focus forward. This is why cardio matters more than muscle in real self-defense. Endurance saves lives. If If you can run longer than they can chase, you win. Most people are out of shape. 100 meters of sprinting and they're done. Legally, running protects you. It demonstrates you weren't the aggressor. It helps self-defense claims if you're ever caught and forced to fight. You tried to retreat. You avoided confrontation. That matters in court. Once you're safe, call police immediately. Report the incident. Get ahead of their potential narrative. If they call first and lie, you're defending yourself from a legal accusation. The best fighter is the one who doesn't fight. The best survivor is the one who removes themselves from danger entirely. Run without shame. Run with intelligence. Run towards safety. Your life is worth more than your pride, always.